Hi, I'm Dennis Ferguson, candidate for Roane County Road Superintendent. I'm come today to ask you for your vote and support in the upcoming election. I'm certified, I'm qualified, and I'm ready to lead. I would like to put my lifetime experience to work for you. If you want the best road system there is, my name's Dennis Ferguson, and it'd be an honor to serve you as your road superintendent. The video that you're about to watch is of subdivisions that I worked on in Roane County. I sure hope that you enjoy them. And thanks for watching. Here's another subdivision that I worked on growing up with Midtown Paving Company. This subdivision is located on Highway 58 just next to Southwest Point Baptist Church in Kingston. This was a job that we took from subgrade, and we put the stone on it, and the compact stone, then we put the asphalt on it. This was a job that was accepted by Roane County Highway Superintendent. It's a smaller subdivision, but a very nice subdivision on the lake here in Kingston. This is just one of many of the subdivisions and road projects that I've worked on throughout my entire life. Today we're standing once again at Kingston at Evelyn Estates. This is a subdivision that Don and Joe Woody developed back in the 70s. We're standing on the first street that was paved. I was just a young boy when we paved this. We put the rock on it, the base stone, compacted it in, and then we put the asphalt. We also put the asphalt curb on this subdivision. It's got a cul-de-sac in it, and over the years we added more streets on to Evelyn Estates as it growed. But this was the first street that was put down. This is a very big subdivision inside the city of Kingston. This is just one of the many subdivisions that I worked on for Don and Joe Woody. Hey folks, we're here on Lewis Drive in Kingston, right behind Cedar Lane. I worked on this road here. Now it's paved. It's a small little subdivision. This is another development by Don and Joe Woody. Now, when we actually done this road, we tarred and chipped it back in the 70s. Come in here and put the tar down and the chips, and we actually done it twice. Back then, when we done tarred and chipped, you always done it 2 times to put the seal on it. It takes that many times. Now things is advanced and things has changed, technology, and now we do 3 lifts of a bigger chip on the bottom and then 2 layers on top to give it a smoother ride. But this, like I say, this Lewis Drive road has been paved since we done it back in the 70s. This is just another project that I worked on growing up in the paving business. I'm standing now at Stove Station subdivision that Gilbert and Jim Pickle developed. This was one of many subdivisions that Jim and Gilbert developed. I remember this subdivision sticking out so familiar to me. I was 16 years old when I first come and walked through this subdivision with my dad on a Saturday morning. Steve Webster had an excavating company at that time before he got into the trucking business, and he done the dirt work here on this job. And the dirt work, he graded out the road, cut everything out. And I remember me and my dad started from the other end of Van Stode and walked around and made the loop where I'm standing at right now. Also on that particular day, when I was 16 years old, I got my first vehicle that day. So I'll never forget, I got a little pickup truck. So I remember this subdivision very well. This was one that we took after Steve Webster done the dirt work on it and got it ready. We come in and put the rock on it, we put the asphalt on it, and also we put the curb up that you see beside the road. This is a very full, good subdivision in Midtown, right next to West Shores. Now, if you can look right here and tell that this is the old asphalt, this is the original asphalt that we put down back in the 70s. Now, this road has been capped since then, and you can see that the difference in the asphalt right there. This road is still in good shape right here. It has some things, there's some work that needs to be done on it, some things, but it's still held up good. But I just wanted to show you the difference in the original asphalt and where it's been capped, and you can tell when they've come back in here over the years and did that. Now if you'll walk across the street with me, with me, I'll show you the other subdivision we done. You know, back in the day, subdivisions were going on in Roane County and just popping up everywhere, and we were very blessed and fortunate to pave and do the majority of them in the county over a 25-year period there, while the subdivision is really popular. This is another. This is Oak Point, just right across the street from Stove Station, that was put in later on. A little subdivision here next door to West Shores. We're going to walk down to it next, but all these little subdivisions, you can tell back in the day when we done subdivisions back in the 70s and 80s, and even up in the early 90s. This is asphalt curb here, as you can tell. And the asphalt curb, I remember we'd come in and put the asphalt down and then come back and lay the curbing. And you don't see this much anymore. They've just about done away with asphalt curbing, and it's all now concrete curb just about. But in the day, back many years ago, asphalt curb was a very popular thing to have to make the subdivisions look nice, to make the roads look nice. And this road here is still in good shape. And matter of fact, since it's been paved, it's not been paved again by the county because it was done in the 90s. We're standing in front of West Shore Estates in the Midtown area. I grew up just up the road here on Old Rockwood Road. West Shore Estates is a big subdivision. It's had many expansions over the years. I was just a young boy, used to ride the school bus and get off. Watching Palmer was my school bus driver, and he'd drop me off when my dad and Uncle Bill and my cousin Terry was working on the job, and I'd get off and spend the afternoons here. This subdivision, as I said earlier, was one of the biggest first subdivisions in this area because there's a lot of homes in here with its expansion over the years. Now, when I become older and graduated from high school, we come back and put in additional roads up here, like Bluff Point was one of them. So they've been a lot of work done at West Shore Estates over the years, and this is just still one of many subdivisions that I've worked on and grew up working on, putting down the asphalt, the rock, and things like that. Now we're standing at the corner of Bluff Point and West Shore Estates. This was the first road right here. West Shore Estates started right here and went right down through here straight to the other side that was on earlier. And then Bluff Point was one of the roads that was added on later. This is the road that was added on when I got out of high school that we done there. But this was the original road right here, the West Shores. Now, the gentleman that developed West Shores owned the peach orchard, because right behind where I'm standing right now, to the back and right of me, is the old peach orchard. And I grew up just across the street from the peach orchard, up the road a little bit. A gentleman by the name of Kent McLean developed all this. He owned all the old peach orchard, and he owned all this land here, and he was the one that developed this. And Kent McLean, he was from Knoxville, and a big developer, and developed the West Shore Estates, and is a humongous subdivision and probably one of the biggest in our counties. This is just another of the many of the subdivisions and roads that I've worked on. We're standing at Allison Cove subdivision day, just a country block down from West Shore Estates. Allison Cove was developed by Hollis Bernard from Kingston, land developer, and also Charles Cunningham. This was a big subdivision, and is a big subdivision. We actually just tarred and chipped on this subdivision when it was first done. Later on in years, they paved it, and I'm almost positive that Charles Norman, our former road superintendent for Roane County for a number of years, paved this section of Allison Cove when it was actually paved by the county after it was brought up to standards. Now, the main road leading from West Shore Estates down to Allison Cove, we actually moved that road and redone that. That was a gravel road from West Shore Estates where it ended. It was a gravel road coming on down on around to Caney Ford. So we moved it over and paved that many years back also. So this is another one of the subdivisions that sits directly behind at the bottom of the peach orchard and West Shore Estates in the Midtown Caney Ford area. Okay, now we're in Rockwood in the Post Oak community of Roane County. We're standing in front of Shenandoah Estates. This was a road that was a parade of homes. Back many years ago, matter of fact, the Stove Station project at Gilbert Pickle, that was a parade of homes. The Evelyn Estates, that first section, that was a parade of homes. And this was a parade of homes. And back in the parade of homes days, when they did that for many years, Gilbert Pickle, Alan Williams, Don and Joe Woody, Raymond Woody, Fred Woody, Mackie Brown, Glenn McHouston, Larry Orn, all those guys, C.R. Barger, they would all go in and they would build homes. And once a year they would do that, and all the builders, Ben Ed Scantlin, all those guys, they would build homes in these parade of homes, and then they would have a weekend or a week-long thing, and people would come in, and it was a nice thing many years back. We don't do that no more, unfortunately. I wish we still could, but we got to thank all those developers over the years that done this for Roane County, all these subdivisions. And this is one of them right here, Shenandoah Estates. This was one of the subdivisions in the Rockwood area that we done. As I look around and drive throughout the county and drive over roads, I look at so many roads that I have worked on, whether it be on county roads, subdivisions that we actually paved and done worked on, or either city streets that we paved, driveways, parking lots, just so many things that over the years that I have been around and been a part of, and always been proud to be able to do work and good work, and make sure that it's good for safe for people to drive on, and that's the business of being in the paving business. Now we're down in Rockwood. We're at College Grove Estate. College Grove Estate was developed in the 70s by Glenn McHouston, a Rockwood native and real estate agent and developer. Him and his dad, Ford McHouston. Glenn's developed a lot of subdivisions over the years in the Rockwood area, and this was one of the subdivisions, just one of the subdivisions that we worked and done work for Glenn. Now, when this subdivision was original, there was just one street, College Grove Road, the main road coming here. They did this section first. Then in years later, when I become a young adult in high school, and even after that, Glenn added some streets onto the subdivision, Yale Drive, University Drive, and Harvard Drive. And so we come back then and paved those sections of those roads. So this is a big subdivision here in the Rockwood area. Lots of nice homes, and it's just expanded and grown over the years. And as I said earlier, Glenn was also a part with the other guys in the parade of homes and that they used to be a part of when we was over at Shenandoah Estates. And so this is just another subdivision that I had a part of growing up, and that I was around when we was doing this work in this area. So we was very fortunate and blessed to be able to work for all these great developers and contractors for so many years. Thanks for watching. I sure hope you've enjoyed the videos. This is just a small part of the things that I want to do if I'm elected as your road superintendent. I very much need your help. I'm asking for you, your family and friends to come out and vote for Dennis Ferguson for your next road superintendent. I've enjoyed serving the people of Roane County for a number of years and would like to continue to do so. I have a compassion and a love for our county. If I can do anything for you, please let me know. Go visit my website at www.voteforferguson.com or look me up on Facebook. Thank you very much for your time and for all your help over the years. I look forward to seeing you and your family down the road real soon.